What's up, and welcome back to the channel. So, I just finished the Joe Rogan podcast with him and Matt Taibbi, and I found it to be very interesting, and I thought it was worth talking about. So essentially, Matt Taibbi, first and foremost, is a journalist, independent journalist. He used to work for Rolling Stones. He's pretty highly credible from what I've heard, and I haven't heard anything to dispute that. And so he reported on the Twitter files. So that was kind of the bulk of their discussion today. And I'm just going to read off, some of the things they found in the Twitter files. And there's one part where I really want to highlight. I thought it was interesting. So Elon, we'll start with this. Elon Musk bought Twitter, I guess last year sometime, towards the end of it. And, he's been kind of like releasing this stuff because there was stuff like shadow banning and they were just, kind of muting people with their accounts. And the thing is, with social media, it's the platform you get news out on. So when you do that, it's kind of like, because so many people use it because it's such a big platform to get news out. If you take that away from somebody, it's kind of like it gets close to the First Amendment, which is freedom of speech. So that's the important thing to understand. With these social media sites, they get so much influence, so much control that if they silence somebody, it can really, get to that. So the first installment of the Twitter files was, and I'm just going to read off this New York Post article, and that was on Hunter Biden laptop controversy. So the second installment addressed what Musk and others have described as shadow banning of some users. The third installment highlighted events within Twitter leading to Donald Trump's suspension from Twitter. The fourth installment covered how Twitter employees reacted to the January 6th United States Capitol attack. So, Twitter employees reacting to January 6th United States Capitol attack. Wow. And the conflict within Twitter on how to moderate tweets and users supporting the attack. The fifth installment covered how Twitter employees influenced the decision to ban Trump from the platform. Let's read that one again. The fifth installment covered how Twitter employees influenced the decision to ban Trump from the platform. Okay, wow. So you're pretty much taking his voice away. And I'm not trying to take up for anything I'm saying, but when you do that, you take somebody's voice away, and it's like, freedom of speech. I get it's a private-owned company, but it has so much control, so much power, and that's the issue. Let's see. The sixth installment, and here's the most important to me. The sixth installment described how the FBI contacted Twitter to suggest that action be taken against several accounts for allegedly spreading election disinformation. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish before I go back to 6. The seventh installment showed Twitter's interaction with the intelligence community around the New York Post story on Hunter Biden's laptop. The eighth installment showed the Twitter site integrity team whitelisted accounts from the United States Central Command used to run online influence campaigns in other countries. All right, so let's go back to the sixth installment. How FBI contacted Twitter to suggest action be taken against several accounts for spreading election disinformation. Well, if it is disinformation, they're putting information out wrong as false. I get it. Nobody likes false narratives about them and stuff, but I kind of find that to be a problem. That's the First Amendment, freedom of speech. Can they not say that? That's the beauty of this country. And so I thought that was very interesting. And I even did some more looking into it. I didn't do a whole bunch. It's a deep rabbit hole, but here is from National Review. I found this website. when I was looking up the Twitter files and the FBI controversy or whatever. So I'll read just this first couple paragraphs. The FBI frequently communicated with Twitter's trust and safety team before Elon Musk acquired the company. The sixth installment. Wow. So let's read that again. The FBI frequently communicated with Twitter's trust and safety team before Elon Musk acquired the company. The sixth installment of the Twitter files. So think about that. The federal government is working with a private company that has a lot of power, that is essentially the news outlet of today's time, that everybody goes to get news because they want to silence people. The federal government. If anybody stands up for their minutes, it should be them. That's an issue. Between January 2020 and November 2022, over 150 emails were exchanged between the FBI and former Twitter trust and safety head Yoel Roth, journalist Matt Taibbi reported. Wow. Over 150 emails exchanged. That's a lot. It's a lot of emails. That is a lot of emails. Roth, who resigned shortly after Musk's takeover, led the team responsible for suppressing the New York Post Hunter Biden laptop bombshell on the platform. I'm going to read that one again. Roth, who resigned shortly after Musk's takeover, led the team responsible for suppressing the New York Post Hunter Biden laptop bombshell on the platform. And that's kind of where I stopped. Deep dive into that. So, you know, I just thought it was very interesting. People should know that if you don't listen to the podcast, because it's like 3 hours long, 2.5 hours, 3 hours long. And I'll say this, I said all that to you know, I kind of came to this conclusion that even with all that, it's amazing that still the best country in the world, the U.S. is, because of things like freedom of speech. That's why it's important. That's, you know, you can't do that in other countries. Try to get away with that in Russia or China. You know, get in a lot of trouble. You come up missing. But yeah, you know, it's still a great country. I don't think it's, in my opinion, it's still great because of a statement on the printed bills in God we trust. And so, I think once we keep God first, we will be alright. But it certainly seems like things are getting kind of sketchy. But I don't know. It hasn't affected me. But I look at it like this: what if I was somebody they were trying to ban? What if I had a big following or something, and people, you know, came to me and, let's say it wasn't disinformation. Let's say it was just something they just didn't agree with. You know, if they did that, well, they'll probably do that. You know, they just want to suppress the stuff you're saying because it's opposing what they're doing. So, all right, well, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like it, come back. I will be, I guess I've been kind of going over some podcasts, and I'll usually end with a message, or sometimes I end with a message, but not today. I don't have one. So yeah, if you like it, I'll see you in the next one.